Welcome to our conversation on transforming love and relationships. Um, it's all about how every relationship really begins with you, right?
Yep, absolutely. The idea that our own self relationship is the blueprint for every other connection really stands out to me.
Yeah, and the book really digs into it. It starts with the personal truth. Without healing ourselves, we'll keep attracting the same patterns, like choosing partners who sabotage real intimacy. It's like building a house on shifting sand.
For sure, it emphasizes that we're not just victims of our past or our parents' stories. We hold the key to change by taking responsibility for our own feelings, even when things go terribly wrong.
Exactly. I mean, take Jennifer's story, for example. She kept choosing the wrong men, not because all men were cheaters, but because of a pattern that stemmed from her own fear of not being enough.
Right.
That realization that our selection comes from within is both painful and empowering.
And it's so counterintuitive sometimes. We tend to project all our insecurities onto our partners instead of working on ourselves.
True. The message is clear. If you want the kind of love that's whole and healthy, first learn to love yourself. Without that, you're always looking for someone to fix you or validate you, which never really works out long term.
Yep. And that's where self reflection and taking accountability come into play. I mean, the book really stresses that we need to, pause and ask ourselves how we contribute to our relationship challenges.
Exactly. And it's not about blaming ourselves either. It's about learning who we are, our patterns. Like, the author uses some vivid examples of clients who would, in moments of anxiety, create these self fulfilling prophecies. That cycle of reaction and regret.
I remember the part about the mind being a battlefield. When we get caught up in our own critical thoughts, it's not just messing with our head, it ruins our relationships too.
Right, like Kelly's story. She assumed her partner didn't love her because he didn't validate her feelings, even though deep down, both were stressed out by their own issues. It's a reminder how our mind spins stories that may not even be accurate.
Well said. It's almost like our overthinking creates a fog that prevents us from truly seeing our partner's intentions and even our own contributions to the disconnect.
Exactly. And it goes even deeper. When you're overwhelmed, your body shows it. Tension, shallow breathing. It's all interlinked with how we emotionally show up with others. Our body
Exactly.
literally reflects the state of our mind.
And that's why methods like journaling, deep breathing, or even a simple walk can help break that cycle of overthinking, right?
Yeah, absolutely. These practices help us hit pause on that internal critic. And it's interesting how the book ties in physical movement as a way to reconnect with oneself and, by extension, with one's partner.
True. The act of moving your body, whether it's yoga, dancing, or even just a walk, engages you physically and emotionally. It's like a reset button for both mind and heart.
Right, because a tensioned, anxious body creates a tensioned, anxious mind. And then the relationship suffers. I mean, who wants to be around someone who feels, well, constantly on edge?
No one, exactly. And that brings us to another core principle in the book, the difference between lust and love.
Yes, lust is like that electrifying surge of passion. It's exciting, but also it can distract you from truly knowing the other person. It's chemistry without the deeper layers of commitment and vulnerability, kind of like a fireworks show that fades quickly.
Right? Whereas love is that steady, nurturing flame that builds over time, and it requires real work. You've got to, choose someone who's in alignment with who you really are, not just a temporary fix for loneliness.
Exactly. And sometimes, because of that intense chemistry, people confuse infatuation with true connection. They end up staying in relationships that aren't a good fit because they're chasing that high.
And then disappointment sets in. They gradually realize that a steady, respectful love comes from, being honest about your needs and, crucially, communicating them.
Yes, communication is key. The book shows that if we stay in our heads and let assumptions drive our actions, we only create distance. It's about talking openly and honestly, even if it's scary to confront those inner fears. You can't
Absolutely.
expect your partner to read your mind.
Exactly. And sometimes that's where I gently challenge the idea that one person is solely responsible. It takes two to create a healthy dynamic, and both partners need to step up.
Totally agree. I think it's important to note, though, that while external factors matter, everything really does. Start from within. You have to choose yourself first, which then sets the tone for every other relationship in your life.
Sure, but I'd respectfully challenge that a bit. Isn't it possible that external validation also plays a role? I mean, we all need a little reassurance from our partners sometimes.
Good point. Sure, external validation matters, but it shouldn't be the foundation. When the validation only comes from your partner, you may lose sight of self love. It's about balancing both internal trust and external feedback.
Exactly.
Self love must come first, so you aren't constantly chasing reassurance.
Absolutely. It's like having a safety net within yourself before you dare to jump into another relationship, right?
Exactly. And then there's the part about stress, how our stress can derail even the best relationships. Learning to manage that through rest, movement, and play is essential.
Right? And play. I loved how the book reminds us to have fun, because when we're stressed, even the simplest joy can recalibrate our mindset and our connection.
Yes, play reconnects us to our inner child, making us more resilient and approachable. Whether it's a silly game with your partner or sharing a laugh with friends, it brings that sense of aliveness back into your relationships.
Exactly. And that kind of genuine connection is what sustains a relationship over the long haul. It's not always about the deep, introspective work. It's the simple, joyful moments too.
Right. Ultimately, the journey to better love and better relationships is about continually choosing yourself, managing your thoughts, and, most importantly, being present. That's how you transform not just your love life, but your whole life.
Well said. I think the big takeaway from all this is that we are, each one of us, powerful enough to change our love story by starting with our relationship with ourselves.
Absolutely. When you reclaim that power, you can transform the way you connect with others, and you're not left feeling unworthy or constantly chasing something elusive.
Such a profound message. Thanks for diving deep into these truths with me. It's both humbling and inspiring.
My pleasure. Remember, even on those hard days, it begins with you, and that's something no one can take away.
Exactly. Until next time, keep nurturing yourself and your connections.